Ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is a Chelsea transfer bonanza segment. But before we get into that, there's a couple of news that we need to really, touch upon. One being this, and the other one could be indirectly be linked to us. So let's talk about all of this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, this is Chelsea transfer bonanza. Once again, this is going to be lighting you up all throughout this transfer window. We're going to keep up to date with everything latest that's going on. But today, breaking, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off from here and then we'll progress into other news. Fabrizio Romano, official, Ralf Rangnick announces that he will not be staying on at Manchester United as a consultant. He leaves the club immediately. I mean, this brother literally just came on, I think, 6 months ago, and there was a 2-year contract. He was meant to just look at Man United on an interim basis until the end of this season, which happened, and obviously Erik ten Hag has come on. And then after that, he was meant to go upstairs, as they like to call it, as the consultant to Erik ten Hag. But in recent months, in recent weeks, actually, he announced that he was going to join the Austrian team, I believe, as the manager over there. And there was already some rumors that how's that going to be possible if he's going to do that on a full-time basis? Then he's got this. And Erik ten Hag, in his recent interview, his first few press conferences for Man United, kind of sort of gave out an impression that he is not too keen to have Ralf Rangnick around. So there you go. I mean, the mess that Man United's in, I don't know what has happened here, whether he got sacked, whether he kind of said that, you know what, this is too much of a messy situation. You guys are in deep, deep mud. Sayonara, I'm out of here. And Erik ten Hag, good luck. This is the kind of vibe I'm getting. I don't think Man United has sacked him, even though some reporters are saying that he has been sacked. I think Ralf Rangnick just saw the situation, just left. There was some rumors, few Chelsea fans in the fan base were saying, could we take Ralf Rangnick as a director of football? I wouldn't have completely been, would not have minded that much. Would have been okay with that actually. But knowing that he's got a full-time job in Austria, I don't really fancy that anymore. I need a director of football that's going to be focused at Chelsea Football Club. His relationship with Thomas Tuchel, they know each other. So I think that partnership could have worked. But look, nonetheless, it is what it is. Mad mess Man United's in. It's a bit of a laughing stock. I wonder how Erik ten Hag's going to do. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ralf Rangnick literally just walked into the door, saw the situation, and walked out. One thing he has done is that he's flushed out a lot of truths. He's absolutely exposed a lot of frauds in that particular team, which should be beneficial for Erik ten Hag. But nonetheless, let's move on. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge news. I need to talk to you guys about this. I know it's a Liverpool news, but it is indirectly, in my opinion, connected to everything that we're trying to do as well. And I'll tell you how. First of all, Sadio Mane has decided to leave Liverpool this summer. He's ready for a new experience after many special years with Reds. It will be confirmed to the club. FC Bayern are strong contenders, but it is still open and not completed as Sadio wanted to wait for the final. Now, look, whether he leaves or not, Liverpool will see. It looks like he's pretty much set in stone that, kind of gives out the vibe that he's done whatever he's wanted to do at Liverpool, and now he's looking for a new chapter, which is great. I don't know whether, a club like Chelsea, should we be going for a player like Sadio Mane? I mean, I think he's a fantastic forward, a great winger. Definitely far better than anything that we have, but I highly doubt this is the kind of caliber of a player that would want to come to us. I think he's done his time at Liverpool and he's going to be loyal to them. Obviously, he came from Southampton. You may say, what is loyalty in football? At the end of the day, money talks, but I think he may be looking to go to a different league, which is fine. Looks like Bayern Munich are strong contenders for him for about 30 to 40 million euros. Now, if you guys remember, Serge Gnabry is rumored to apparently leave Bayern Munich. So this is why I'm trying to put the whole, circle, the 360 here. Sadio Mane goes to Bayern Munich, and if Serge Gnabry is up for grabs, And then there's rumors. I think he's only got a year left. Let me just have a quick look over here. Serge Gnabry stats. I think he's got a year left in his contract with Bayern Munich. And we're looking for a winger. Why not go for Serge Gnabry? As I said, my personal preference is always Ousmane Dembele. But how quickly can that actually happen? I am not entirely sure. But as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, contract expires 30th June 2023. So he's got one more season left with Bayern Munich. This is probably the right time for Bayern Munich to let go of him. He's 26 years old, perfect age. And last season, 34 Bundesliga matches, 14 goals, 6 assists, 2,000 plus minutes played. Champions League, 8 matches, 3 goals, 1 assist. DFB Pokal, 2 assists. DFL Super Cup, 1 assist. Overall, 45 matches, 17 goals, 10 assists. I mean, that's fantastic. His stats, even previous seasons, look even better. So, look, Ousmane Dembele is my first preference. I know some of you guys don't like it. I completely understand it. It is each to their own. But if we can't get Ousmane Dembele and Sadio Mane goes to Bayern and there's a room that opens up there for Gnabry to leave, then Chelsea look into a player like Serge Gnabry. 1 year left. You could probably snap him up for a very good cheap price. And Gnabry, once again, another winger, another attacker that I honestly think would transcend our attackers. He's rumored somewhat with Arsenal. I don't know why Serge Gnabry would select Arsenal, knowing that they're such a dodgy club. Even with Mikel Arteta, I don't really trust them. They're in Europa League. We're in Champions League. Serge Gnabry, if there is an opportunity, we should be looking at a player like that. And we've got good history with, Arsenal players coming to Chelsea and winning big silverware. So let me know your thoughts about this whole Sadio Mane, Serge Gnabry. Would you be happy with Serge Gnabry if we don't get, Ousmane Dembele? Are you not even keen with Ousmane Dembele? Do you want to look at someone like Serge Gnabry from the get-go? Let me know how you feel about that. Okay, next up. Conor Gallagher will hold talks with Thomas Tuchel where he'll make it clear that he wants to fight for a first-team place at Chelsea. I like this. Look, Conor Gallagher has been a phenomenal player this season. I believe Crystal Palace's player of the season as well, which is fantastic. He definitely has to be in the mix in the preseason to be part of the first team squad. Now, what I like about Conor Gallagher is that he's not demanding that, oh, you better give me a first team spot or else I'm out of here. I love the fact that he's not taking anything for granted. I'll come in, I'll fight for it. And if you think I'm worthy enough, let's go for it. I think he's definitely going to be worthy enough. There's rumors about Jorginho, Kounde, both of them possibly leaving. I don't want both of them to go. That's more experience leaving the club, which I don't think is a good idea. But someone like Conor Gallagher, let's just say for argument's sake, if Kounde was to go, he would be perfect fit there. I don't think he's a pivot player, though. If we play next season with Conor Gallagher, I think it would have to be 3-man midfield with a deepest midfielder and 2 8s, and he could be one of the 8s, and I think he would compete with Mason Mount more specifically. Kovacic is a very unique type of a player, and then you've got Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount, who I think are quite similaristic from that perspective. And I think that'll be perfect for Mason Mount when he sees a particular player just as hungry as him from the academy as well, pushing him. And I think that might be a good case for both the players, for Conor and Mason Mount. Let me know what your thoughts are with Conor Gallagher. Would you be okay to let go of someone like N'Golo Kante, who's in his sort of twilight of his career at the moment, declining at the moment, only playing 40% of the time last season, or being injured a lot for the last couple of seasons? Would you be happy with someone with Conor Gallagher replacing him? Let me know your thoughts. How would you play him in midfield as well? I would love to hear from you. I personally don't think he's a pivot player. I think he's someone who can play in a midfield 3, and someone who plays a bit further up and comes late into the box, has the ability to score, tenacious in winning the ball as well, great in pressing. But obviously, there's a lot of development that he needs to do. Ball playing ability has to be on point with Thomas Tuchel, considering we're going to hold the ball a lot. Let's move on to the next news. Romelu Lukaku has left agency P&P Sport Management after feeling disappointed with the career advice and management of agent Federico Pastorello. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good news from Romelu Lukaku's point. There's been, in recent times, there's been a bit of an issue with the agent and Romelu Lukaku, where the agent has been running his mouth, talking about how Romelu Lukaku is not keen to stick around, this, that, the other. He's looking to leave. And Romelu Lukaku, if you guys remember in Instagram, in his story, has said, look, I don't need anyone to talk for me. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy where I am. So maybe a lot of the issues in recent times, besides the interview that Lukaku did, has probably been coming from this agent. And this agent's probably been giving him some bad advice as well. And who knows, maybe that interview was this agent's idea too. I'm pretty sure these agents would know what their player's up to. So look, this may be a blessing in disguise for Romelu Lukaku. So let's see how this works, who his next agent is. Look, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, for me, if Romelu Lukaku stays on, I'm okay with that. I still think there's a very, very good footballer in here. It's his mind, it's his attitude that has to be right, and the way we play our football. I would strongly suggest we play to his strengths. Yes, he needs to adapt at times. That's fine. But if we play to his strengths, we're going to do some damage. Okay, next up, Chelsea are offering Sevilla defender Jules Kounde a 4-year deal to join them and hope to wrap up their move for the player this week in a London meeting between the two clubs and his representatives. Further on, goes on to say Chelsea are hoping to reach a compromise with Sevilla for Jules Kounde by agreeing a fee around 50 million plus add-ons. Kounde's agent have been told by Thomas Tuchel that he will be a key figure for them next season. Now, we heard recently was 42 million plus add-ons, which will take it to 50. Now we're hearing 50 million plus add-ons. Bottom line, Monday, tomorrow, apparently, we're going to hear the official club statement saying that Todd Boehly and his consortium has officially taken over, green lights from everyone, all transaction done. Already we've seen club statements from Roman Abramovich stating he's found a custodian and it's Todd Boehly and Clear Lake Capital's consortium. Once this is done and dusted, and look, it's just a formality now. I'm sure everyone internally has already started doing transfer negotiations. I want this literally to be a very, very quick resolution, a quick signing. Yes, I would love it by the end of next week, early the week after, for this to be announced ASAP. We need defenders, and we've been linked with this particular player for far too long. I need this to be our first signing ASAP. No dilly-dallying around. Let's get it done. And this player is so keen to join us. Thomas Tuchel wants him as well. Wanted him last season. So let's just make it happen. Next up, playing for Chelsea will always be the main aim right now because it's my club. But if that doesn't happen, well, then I have to find other ways to progress and become the player I want to be. Levi Colwill. Now, as some strong rumors, apparently Leicester and Arsenal are after Levi Colwill, ladies and gentlemen. I've always said, look, I don't want to disrespect our academy players anymore. I honestly don't want to do it because far too many of them are becoming superstars and doing well everywhere they're going, predominantly of them as well. So, look, there's talks about Josko Vardiol. Obviously, we've got some openings in defense. At the moment, Jules Kounde is going to be one who's going to take over. Obviously, we're missing out on losing Christensen, Rudiger, quite possibly Azpilicueta and Alonso. So Kounde is going to take a position. I'm hoping Kalidou Koulibaly is the other one, but we'll see what happens there. If not, I'm sure we're going to either get Josko Vardiol. Look, if it's Vardiol and Levi Colwill, it's not ideal, both young. I think Vardiol's 20, Levi Colwill's 19. He's going to turn 20. Bottom line is, I don't want to let go of Levi Colwill. This guy has been a sensation in Championship, and I think he's in the playoffs final against for Huddersfield against Nottingham Forest. I'm not sure when that's happening, whether that's even happened. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't really kept up with that playoffs situation, but I would not like to see Levi Colwill leave. We've already seen Tomori. We've already seen Mark Gehi. We've already seen Tina Livramento, Tariq Lamptey, and the list goes on. I don't want to see this case. I hope Chelsea finds a way to integrate Levi Colwill. I think Levi Colwill could be someone extremely brilliant in defense. And under the management of Thomas Tuchel, I think he could do a lot of damage. Let me know your thoughts about Levi Colwill, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea are ready to allow Jorginho to move back to Italy this summer. There's a lot of talk that's happening around this, and I get the feeling he is probably going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. Jorginho, this is probably the right time with 1 year left. Now that the season's ended, he's only got 1 more year left. What do we do? Do we get rid of him this summer, much like Kounde as well. This particular player, his agent has been talking about moving to Italy and how that's been a dream as well. Juventus is after someone like him. He's very much respected in Italy as well. Italy loves him, his kind of player, the regista, deep-lying playmaker. I can see this happening. I don't know. Honestly, if he stays, I can't see how Chelsea just sees his contract out and then lets go of him for free as well. We cannot have another Rudiger and Christensen situation. If Juventus comes in and gives us, I don't know, 25, 30 million euros, pounds, whatever the case is, I think that's decent enough with the season to go. And we can use that to revamp our midfield. There's a lot of midfielders that we could do his job with far more mobility and more physicality. Basuma is one of the ones that I am absolutely in love with, and we've recently been linked with. Julian Weigl is another one. Boubacar Kamara has already gone to Aston Villa. Ruben Neves, and there's plenty out there. So, look, it could be the right time to let go of him. Personally, look, if we kept him, then Kounde would have had to go. But then we would still need a backup for Jorginho. I don't think Jorginho is going to cut it all the way if we play 60-plus games again. But I personally think maybe it's time to go. When you really deep it and reassess the situation, maybe it's time for Jorginho to leave and us to revamp that whole midfield. And yeah, this is the perfect time to let him go and get some money out of it. Téléfoot report that Chelsea are interested in Lens wingback Jonathan Klaus. Thomas Tuchel is a fan and sees him a potential César Azpilicueta replacement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got no idea who this player is, but Azpilicueta leaving, which would mean we need a particular player that can play on the right side, most probably as a right wing back, because that's where Azpilicueta has been playing this season. I don't expect anyone to come in as a right centre back because Jules Kounde can play that. Chalobah will be playing that. So Azpilicueta's replacement would have to be a right wing back, and this guy looks like he's a wing back from Lens, Jonathan Klaus, and he's got. I think there was some talks here that he's got 11 assists. I reported that Chelsea are interested in Lens wing back. Thomas Tuchel is a fan and his potential. Someone tweeted out he's got 11 assists and 4 goals as well. Do check out Let me just check this out. Let me check out his stats. Let me just quickly check out his stats. Pretty sure someone tweeted out that he's got quite a good stat. 29-year-old. Yeah, contract expires next season as well, so we could possibly get him for cheap. Transfer market saying 12 million euros. 29 years old, so he's in the older sort of side, which is fine. 29 is not extremely old. Right back, can possibly play right wing back as well. Let's see, where's the stats? Here we go. Current season. Yeah, 5 goals, 11 assists in 37 league matches, 3,000 plus minutes. That's really good. 5 goals, 11 assists. Let's see what he's done. Which teams that he's got the assist against: Monaco, Saint Etienne, goal against Lorient, Bordeaux as well. Metz, 2 assists against Troyes, 1 goal. Clermont, nothing against PSG. Would have liked something against PSG. Stade Rennes, there's an assist. Olympique Lyon, a goal. Angers, there's a goal. Montpellier is a good team. Troyes. So look, I mean, as I said, I don't know too much about it, but could be a good option on the right side. Let me know if you guys know much about Jonathan Klaus, ladies and gentlemen. That's the rumor going around at the moment in terms of the right-sided player for César Azpilicueta. When you think about right-sided player, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really have anyone else. I've been thinking about Serginho Dest. I know a lot of you guys don't like him. I personally think he's okay. He's young, could be well coached by Thomas Tuchel, has got good pace, good delivery from the right side, and could be a nice protege, not a protege, but a nice backup for Reece James, who's going to be the number 1 selection. So, look, I'm going to leave this one with you guys. Let me know how you feel about Jonathan Klaus, ladies and gentlemen. That brings up to the end of this particular segment, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you feel about everything we've talked about. Ralph Rangnick, Sadio Mane, Serge Gnabry, Jorginho, Romelu Lukaku, Jonathan Klaus, and every other sort of details, Conor Gallagher. yeah, let me know everything in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed this, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys very, very soon with another segment later on in UK evening. Until then, take care. Goodbye.